students, welcome to this session. We'll be considering Laplace as an evaluation metric in this session. So in the previous session, we had learnt about an evaluation metric, if you remember, that is likelihood ratio, right? A likelihood ratio is an evaluation metric which would consider or will be applied for such rule set where the rules coverage with respect to the training set is very poor, right? So whenever I have a rule which is having a very poor coverage, we can consider likelihood as the evaluation metric. So now suppose for those rules wherein or the rule set wherein if we want the coverage to be considered, so for such cases we need to have an evaluation metric, right? So that evaluation metric is, there are two types of such kind, that is, one is Laplace evaluation metric and M estimate evaluation metric. Okay, so let us consider these one by one. First I'll be taking Laplace, and let's see how Laplace help us to evaluate the rule. The general formula to find the Laplace is f plus 1 divided by n plus k. So here, what is f plus, what is n, and what is k? N is nothing but the number of rules covered by number of records covered by the rules. F plus is frequency of positive examples covered by the rule, and k is the total number of class. Okay, so you can take snapshot of this slide, and you can also make note of the formula. So n is the number of records covered by the rule. Okay, so let us take one example. Consider an example in which the training record has 60 positive examples and 100 negative examples, and the rule set is having two rules, wherein the first rule is covering 50 positive example and 5 negative example, and rule 2 is covering 2 positive example and no negative example. So now among these two rules, we have to identify which is the best rule or which rule is better with respect to Laplace as the evaluation metric. So let us consider first rule. It says that it is going to cover 50 positive example and 5 negative example. So with respect to the Laplace formula that we have, let us identify first each term here. So what is f plus? As I told, f plus is nothing but number of positive examples covered by the rule. So here the rule says that it is going to cover 50 positive example. So f plus value will be 50, right? And as I told, n is nothing but the total number of records covered by the rule. And when I say n, total number of records covered by the rule, it will be 50 plus 5, so it should be 55. And here k is the number of class, and we know that there are two class, one is positive and negative, so k value should be 2. So we have k value as 2, f plus value to be as 50, and n value to be as 55. Hope this is understood to you all. So k is nothing but number of class. So how many class we have? One positive class and the other one is negative class. So two classes we have. F plus is what? Number of positive examples covered by the rule. Number of positive examples covered by this rule. So this rule is going to cover 50 positive examples. And what is n? N is nothing but total records covered by the rule. So how many records the rule is covering? So it is covering 50 positive records and 50 negative records. So totally 5 negative records. So totally 55. N value will be 55. So now apply in the formula what we have. So Laplace of R1 will be 50 plus 1 by 55 plus 2. So which is nothing but, so you will be getting the value to be equal to 0.8947, or it is like 89.47%, right? So this is the Laplace value for rule 1. So hope you have understood how to find this, right? So here k value is nothing but number of class. Two classes we are having, positive class, negative class. F plus is nothing but number of positive records covered by the rule. So it says that rule 1 is going to cover 50 positive examples. So I have taken 50 f plus as 50, and n is nothing but total records covered. So it will be adding these two, 50 plus 5. So it is 55. Similarly, now let us consider record 2 as rule 2. So rule 2 says that it covers two positive examples and no negative examples. So in this case, again, what is the k value? K value will be equal to 2 only. What is f plus? F plus will be 2. That is because the rule says that it is going to cover two positive examples. So f plus will be equal to 2. And what will be the n value? N value again will be 2. That is because the rule says that it is going to cover two positive example and no negative example. When I say no negative example, it is 0 here, right? So 2 plus 0, it is 2 only. So this is the value that we get for rule 2. So when you substitute and you get the answer, what will be the answer you will be getting? So let us see. Laplace of R2, it is nothing but 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 2. So this 2 is nothing but f plus. Here 2 plus 2 is nothing but k and n value. So that is, it is nothing but 3 by 4, which is 0.5 or 75%. So hope you have understood how to find Laplace for rule 2 also. So here again I'll tell, this k is nothing but number of class that we are having. So class here positive and negative. So 2 class. F plus is nothing but number of positive examples covered by the rule. So it is 2 positive example as given in the rule. So I've taken this as 2. And n is nothing but total number of records that will be covered by the rule, which should be equal to the sum of positive examples covered and negative examples covered. So it is 2 plus 0, which is equals to 2. So this is a Laplace value for R2. So now we got Laplace value for rule R1 as well as value for R2. Let us now see which will be the better rule. So from the calculations that we have carried out, we know that R1 value is 89% or 89.5 approximately, and whereas R2 value is 75%. Obviously we can tell that R1 is greater than R2. Therefore we can come to the conclusion that rule 1, since it is having greater percentage, is a better rule when compared to R2. So this is how you identify a rule among the several rules given, which will be the better. Or when you are growing the rule, you can add the conjuncts and check with the Laplace values to see which rule will be the better rule. So you have, say, suppose consider you have 3 conjuncts and you have identified the Laplace value for those 3 conjuncts. Say consider you have got it as 89.47%. Now suppose you add one more conjunct to it, that is your conjunct become the rule, the new rule will have 4 conjuncts. Now calculate Laplace for that. So if that addition of that conjuncts leads to increase in the Laplace value, then you retain it. If not, you don't add that conjunct. So that is how you have to apply the rule evaluation with respect to addition of conjuncts. If suppose the rule is already given to you and if they ask you to find which rule is better, then apply Laplace for each rule separately and then identify with the greater value as the better rule, greater Laplace value as the better rule. But if they ask if you are growing the rule, that is for in case of sequential coverage, you will be growing the rule, right? So that strategy we already have studied. So when you are growing the rule, what you have to do is, it depends upon the conjuncts that you add or remove. So when you are adding, what you will do is, you will say suppose you have 2 conjuncts now and you have calculated it, the Laplace value for it, and that value suppose say it is 75%, and now you will add third conjunct to it. After adding third conjunct to it, again calculate Laplace for it. Suppose if the Laplace value is coming about 80%, then consider that conjunct. If it is decreasing to 70%, so initially it was 75%, when you add a conjunct it is getting reduced to 70%, then kindly don't add that conjunct. So that is how you grow the rule with respect to sequential coverage. Okay, so now let us take one more example to have a better understanding. So consider this example. Consider a training set that contains 100 positive examples and 400 negative examples. For each of the following candidate rules, the rules given, identify which is the better rule among these using Laplace evaluation metric. Okay, now when you find the Laplace for R1, let us find our Laplace for R1 first. So Laplace for R1, it is the k value is 2, f plus value is 4, that is because 4 here, and n value is 5. So with that you are getting the answer to be as 71.42%, correct. And let us see for R2 now. R2 k value is 2 because 2 class, f plus is 30, as it is telling it is covering 30 positive examples, and n is 40, that is because both the class put together we have 40 records being covered. So the value is 73.8%. Most of you have got it correct. And next R3. So R3 value, again k value is 2, f plus is 100 positive example because he is telling that it is 100 positive example, and totally we have 190 records being covered by this rule R3. So the answer Laplace value is 52.6. Now among the three, which rule is better? The rule which will have highest Laplace value or the highest percentage, right? So let us see which is that rule. So Laplace R2 value is 73.8, and hence that which is greater than R1 and then R3. So since R2 is having greater percentage of Laplace value, we can tell that R2 is the better rule, and R3 with the lesser percentage is the worst rule, correct. So this is how you calculate Laplace values, and this is how you can consider Laplace as an evaluation metric during rule growth. Thank you, students. If you have any doubts or queries or for feedback, you can write back to me. Thank you.